Welcome to Do It Live Autonomy Podcast. Today on the show, we got some really great clips to highlight what we've been up to this last week in autonomy. We just had our second week lecture last night. It went into the wee hours, but had a really great, a lot of good attendance and a lot of substance to it. I got some clips to kind of show you a little peek into what that was like. But first off, I want to say hello to Michael. Michael, thank you for joining me today. So I'm not here talking to myself. How are you doing today?
Great. Just doing a little studying and popping in to see what's going on with everyone.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate you being here because it makes it that much more enjoyable. So I'm not just talking to myself. Well, let's go ahead and jump right in it. This last week, I got to... I felt a little bit rebellious, to be honest. I took off and went off camping on Tuesday. The weather's turning here in the Northwest, and so we saw a window of good weather, and so we just made a last-minute decision. My wife, she works on her own business, as do I, and so we were the ones calling the shots. We didn't have to ask my boss or anything in order to do that. But I did have a ton of responsibilities, and I worked all the way through the weekend in order to get projects up to a certain spot, be able to adjust things for the schedule in order for me to work remotely. And I was still able to participate in several meetings on the road. For the most part, important meetings with clients. I was there. I did some pre-recorded videos from my workstation to be able to showcase some technical aspects to display to the client. But then other team meetings for Autonomy Unlimited, I was able to just join in, and other people stepped up to be able to lead those. So it was really great. I got some good time down in Oregon. I was at the beach with my family, and just really great to be able to unwind a bit as the seasons change. Days are getting shorter. There's chaos all around us, and definitely just wanted to be able to take some nature while I could get it. So now I'm back, got back last night, and just in time for last night's lecture, and now I'm set up for today's Do It Live podcast. So let's go ahead and jump into it. This last week, before I took off, we had a meeting with Josh Hogarth, who is a season 2 graduate, I want to say, I think two or three. And he is changing his career path. He doesn't want to be working for the man anymore. And so he's finding the courage to pursue what he wants to do, and that is to become a fitness coach and to be able to help facilitate clients. And he reached out to Autonomy Unlimited for support on how to get this accomplished, right? He knows what it takes to be a counselor or a fitness coach, but he doesn't have all the components in order to help market himself. And that's where Autonomy Unlimited can come in and support him. We're able to, we're going to be helping him out with the website. We're going to be helping him out with structuring his business so that he has good services to be able to offer, put that offer out there, attract his ideal client, and then be able to get started with his own business and not have to work in a job that he didn't love. So I got a short little clip of our discovery call meeting. We have a meeting with clients to just figure out what is it that they're trying to offer and who is their most ideal client. So here's a little clip of our meeting. tell us a little bit of like who would be perfect client of yours? Like, what about them? What are they starting with? And let's begin there.
I mean, it's great question. I mean, it's just about anybody. And trying to narrow it down to a certain audience. I mean, it's pretty easy to say the baby boomer generation because they're all aging and looking to increase their health, and they're aging, and there's 75 million of them. And but then there's also, you know, athletes. I've got the athletic background, so there's, you know, teens and high school, college athletes that are looking for extra training, um, and then even, I mean, it's sad. I don't like how they try to start competition so young with these little ones. But I would love to help because I wouldn't, you know, bring that like insane ridiculousness that a lot of these, um, you know, coaches and schools are doing, starting these kids so young and so intense and competitive and over competitive.
Ended up being a really great conversation. Um, Oftentimes people come to us and they have a goal, right? They want to start a business or they want to promote their business, but we go through a good long interview asking pointed questions in order to draw out what it is that they're looking to do, who they're going to service, what they're going to do, or what they're going to service, and then how do we craft that message so that those that need it hear it and get interested in order to make contact. So we now are bringing Josh Hogarth's project into Autonomy Limited. We're opening this up to the apprentices and the freelancers to be able to help support our fellow graduate in order to make his dreams come true. So it's a really great way to people to be able to give back and help out with fellow students, as well as sharpen their skills. There's website design going to be taking place. There's copywriting that's taking place. There might be some like photo editing. We asked Josh to gather some photos of him in action, him doing strength training or helping out coaching others. So this is going to be really cool to see all this come together. He's going to get more education in order to get certified. And so over the winter, this is going to all come together, and we're going to be able to get his website up there so he can start making offers to those in his local area. Looking forward to that. Last Sunday we had our first Q&A, and it was fun. Let me tell you, because we got into being able to answer some rudimentary questions. There's people coming into the autonomy universe or University of Reason and just getting their bearings straight. And from there, they would just ask some technical questions. We had people having issues with the apps, how to get in. So it was a very broad spectrum of a Q&A to get us started. And then we got to test out our breakout rooms. Breakout rooms was really cool. And it's a Zoom feature, and it basically takes your attendance. We had probably about 40 people in attendance, and we were able to break them up into separate individual small rooms. So that there was 4 or 5 to each room. And we got to have them work on an integration exercise, just a question in order to start building connection with those in your community. And I got to hop in and out and check out how everybody was doing, but I really just heard some really great conversations and in-depth connections being made, and being able to, start to reach out, branch out, and meet people when you're first thrown into a new community like that, I think is just really valuable. Brandon and Michael, did you participate in the breakout room? How was your experience?
I wasn't able to make it to the breakout room, but it does sound awesome. I've had a lot of really good conversations recently through Discord with different members of the autonomy group, and got some good ideas flowing and things I've made notes on. I'm trying to juggle the different things I'm doing with autonomy with Chinese medical school. So it's a lot of work with this, learning everything, and I'm just thrilled to be a part of this community.
Awesome. Yeah, I got a little clip of the tail end of the breakout rooms coming back together. I'll just show you what that looks like.
Man, nice to meet you guys too.
From the operator. We all came back, and it draws everybody back into one main room.
That was awesome.
Yes.
Hey, let me get back to Kurt. Come on, man. I love Kurt.
Tried to give you some warning. I thought that went extremely well.
Oh yeah, that was a blast, dude. That was fun.
How was some people's experience with everything kind of worked smoothly with the technology, and then how was getting to know your fellow classmates?
Yeah, I just want to thank the people that I was speaking to for sharing that with me and then listening to me. And you know, I know we didn't get to finish, but just thank you for you know, putting your hearts out there and sharing yourselves and you know, the things you went through. And I appreciate that so much. So thank you for that.
I think breakout rooms are going to be a really great addition to this season. We're going to be doing that every Sunday for Q&A, roughly in the beginning to just kind of spark off conversation around that week's topic, and then we'll go into Q&A from there. So make sure you show up for that, because there's a lot of great connections and networking taking place from that. Next up, I do have, let's see here. We did go through, during that Q&A, a walkthrough of the calendar, being able to showcase all the things that are going on in autonomy. And it was great because we had a lot of the content creators on that call, so they were able to jump in and discuss everything that's going on throughout the week. Students are encouraged, or they have a platform to be able to be put on the autonomy calendar. And so throughout the week, we have extracurricular activities taking place. Food freedom group that comes on and meets up that you can participate in. Gateway to Financial Freedom, Lisa Manfredi. We have Leadership, Ethics, and Organization by Michael Nimitz. We have Learning Linux. We have spiritual podcasts. We have Do It Live podcasts, as you can tell, and like poetry groups coming on. There's so much extracurricular material coming through, or getting organized, that we walk through the calendar and be able to tell you a little bit about each one, like maybe some of the requirements to join and participate, like the copywriting clinic. They're now on their like 18th episode, and so if you want to participate, or if you want to join, you can join in as a wallflower and just listen in and get a bunch of great information from working freelancers, copywriters, or you can start at the beginning of the series and get your foundation, and then be able to join and then help participate in the work party. With that being talked about, we also had let's see here, Sunday. Oh, going back, we have a website announcement. This is pretty awesome. I'm gonna show you this. This has been softly launched this last week. This is Benny Wills, and we had the pleasure of having Benny join us last season for his autonomy process. Sorry, he joined Autonomy last season and graduated. And from there, he had a bunch of great ideas on how to take his brand of himself and get it out there out in the world, so that he can make a living doing what he loves to do and supporting his family. He's got a baby on its way, like in a week. So we had a good hard deadline to be able to get these things set up. And we got this great looking website built for him this last week. You can go to bennywheels.com and check this out for yourself. But this is a good starting place where he can have an attractive website showcasing some of his talents and offers. And for instance, he has a meme show every Monday, Meme Mondays. I actually love this show. I check it out often live. And from here, we just created a meme vault so that the goal is to not be dependent upon YouTube and be able to go to YouTube for an audience, but not be dependent on YouTube for your audience. And so we created a meme vault where you can go to production. Oh, there we go. Production.com, productions.bennywheels.com, meme me. There you go. You can come here and sign up for weekly memes delivered to your inbox. This is also now, it's like structured like a course, but each week we upload his video, his live video, where he goes through a collection of memes. It's very funny, it's very witty, and at the end, he gives you all those memes that he collected that week. I mean, sometimes there's like 30, 40, 50 memes. So pretty awesome arsenal of memes that you get, but you also get to join in and check out his the replays from previous weeks, as well as the previous memes. So you join up here and then you get notified when he's going live. You get to then have access to the vault and all the previous shows and memes. So win-win all around. So aside from that, he has a new course coming out called Parrhesia. He just got done with the beta run through of it in Autonomy, and he's going to be shortly after the baby's born going through and announcing this to be able to participate in the near future. And it's all about learning to strengthen your public speaking skills, be that in front of an audience or with friends and family, just being able to help communicate these things. And I really enjoyed being part of the beta course, and I think you will be too. So you can go to bennywheels.com, save your spot here, and go to this opt-in form that we help build for him and be able to save your seat. It's coming this fall. So really happy with this website. I think it looks really, really stunning. Sonia, his wife, helped out with the design, and I really like how it all came together. And we had our own Tori Tempo do the graphic design for his new logo, this great looking peacock. This might actually have one more version coming through it, but you get the gist of it. And really great. Great to work on someone that I look up to and want to help him be successful. So this is a great way to be able to graduate from autonomy and move on into being an apprentice. A lot of people helped out with this. We had copywriters, graphic artists, like I said, website designers, lots of opportunity to support. Oh, and a full like media team in order to be doing some promotions with them. The 19 skills was done by Sonia and Benny. The audio and the video recording, the video recording's in production right now. And let's see, this is hot off the press. I think this is the first place that you're going to see this. This is a new lead magnet for Content Safe that was recorded by Sonia. This is her autonomy graduate, and this is her voiceover, and then the media team headed by Lawrence. He went through and added B-roll to really add to the story. So I'm just going to let this thing run and do its own talking.
Hey everybody, I'm here to share with you the #1 tool to keep you from getting deplatformed, plus 3 hidden keys for fortifying your content. As a content creator, your videos and your podcasts are your lifeblood. Every day you're playing with fire, and you might not even know it. You need to keep your videos and podcasts getting hits. Your subscribers need to know where to find you in case YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and cancel culture play dirty with your work. Your content needs to maintain continuity, staying right where you put it. Also, you need to be ready to resurrect channels or videos that get removed. So how do you protect your content and keep it circulating? Here are 3 hidden keys to fortifying your content. Key number 1, distribute. It is no longer enough just to publish on YouTube or upload your podcast to iTunes. Take the reins, make your content censorship-proof. The following robust platforms all promote free speech and have a growing following. These help you to capture a new market, get more subscribers, and build a solid foundation of trust. Number 1, BitChute, one of the fastest growing decentralized video platforms out there today. Post your stuff on here and it's locked in. Number 2, Brighteon. Brighteon is a video presentation site like YouTube, BitChute, and Vimeo. This site is entirely independent and is proud to be a supporter of free speech. Number 3, DTube. DTube is a blockchain-based platform built on top of Steam and the IPFS service. With resistance to censorship and no advertisements, DTube features decentralized crypto incentives and a claimed fair platform. Number 4, Vimeo. Over 170 million monthly viewers are watching videos on Vimeo. This platform allows users to upload and promote their videos with a high degree of customization not found on competing sites. Number 5, Library. Library is an internet protocol like HTTP or SMTP that allows the publishing of digital content with no middlemen, no censorship, and no interference. With millions of pieces of content from top creators available, this platform guarantees free speech and user control. Number 6, IPFS. The Interplanetary File System, IPFS, is a protocol and peer-to-peer network for storing and sharing data in a distributed file system. IPFS allows users to not only receive but host content in a similar manner to BitTorrent. As opposed to a centrally located server, this network is built around a decentralized system of user operators who hold a portion of the overall data, creating a resilient system of file storage and sharing. Key number 2, monitor. You must constantly have one member of your media team monitoring your content to make sure that your video and audio stay where you put them. They need to be checking your channels and videos every day. You can't depend on unpaid subscribers and fans to tell you when your videos and channels get taken down. Oh, they'll tell you, but will they look to see if you've been shadow banned? Will they let you know if a particular video was demonetized? Are they looking at your subscriber numbers, checking for obvious problems like radical changes in subscriber growth? Probably not. You need to have someone on your team who manages these problems. They must know the ins and outs of each of these and other problems that plague modern content producers like you. This often requires more than one person, unless you have someone to write the necessary programming code to do these tasks automatically. And key number 3, repopulate and resurrect. Countering the actions of censorship is paramount. So where do you start? Leverage multiple alternative channels and set them up ahead of time. Let your audience know where these are by feeding them messages in your videos, in your emails to subscribers and clients, and on your website. When a video gets taken down, a designated member of your media team puts that video back on one or several of your alternate channels. And let your subscribers know about this. Let them know that the content they love is being attacked, and show them where the video just got republished. Use this as a way to gather more support for your work. Make sure your media team is setting up plenty of contingency plans for repopulating and resurrecting your content. So what's the one solution? A trusted team that can provide the security your content needs. You can use the mainstream platforms no matter how often they take you down. Don't let cancel culture win. Does your team have better things to do? Imagine what they could accomplish with all that extra time. Wouldn't you rather have them pulling best of clips and editing content? What's that? You don't have a media team? If this all sounds like too much work, let Content Safe take you to the next level. Content Safe helps you get in front of a bigger audience, distribute your content far and wide, keep your videos and podcasts up on many platforms, have all content backed up so nothing gets lost, resurrect any channel or video that gets taken down. All of this without you having to lift a finger. So go ahead, check out contentsafe.co to see what's possible. The censorship is clamping down. What are you doing to beef up? Start by scheduling a free strategy session. We'll discuss how we can distribute, monitor, and repopulate your content for a fraction of the cost of hiring a media team. Don't risk your content to the whims of YouTube. Stop censorship in its tracks.
That was awesome. Nice work, Lawrence. Really, really high level quality production work. Sonia did a fantastic job. We had the copywriters write the script. Sonia read that off. Her voice is fantastic. And then all the B-roll that Lawrence and all the post-production just really made that come together into a very professional looking video. Yeah, Content Safe. If you need help backing up your content, if you need just to talk to somebody about having a plan, definitely reach out to them. Contact contentsafe.co. And if you want a awesome looking video, then you can contact us, autonomyunlimited.com, and we can get you set up with our media team in order to make something up for your business too. Excellent job. Really proud of those guys. Next, moving on to last night. Last night was week 2 in season 4. Things are starting to get rolling. People are getting a little bit more comfortable in the environment. They're figuring out new tech, figuring out how things work, showing up, participating, meeting new people, and it's really great to see everybody starting to feel that synergy coming together where goals are getting accomplished, and we're starting to build momentum in the direction that we want to be heading. So I do have just a quick little clip of last night. We'll see how this goes.
Also, saying that you have some sort of file cabinet system for keeping track of your thoughts. Is there a class on how to keep track of your thoughts that way, or how do I learn how to do that? I like that idea.
All right, so we have the issue is time management, lifestyle management, optimization from some sort of methodology, right? So we have a methodology, but to implement it, sometimes you use some software. So people have used Evernote, and I've used, for my research, I've used the personal brain software, but it doesn't really do what I need it for day to day. It does a lot, but not really in that metaphor. So the new piece of software that we've been using lately that a lot of the smarter or smartest people are engaging in, and then I recently followed them. I was like, okay, I'll try that too. Is called Notion. So the website is notion.so. And what's cool is you can get a template. So Joshua, like, he basically set the whole thing up, made a template, and then I just had to log in and figure out how to use it, which I was able to do in the past week. And that was a small win for me to get through that awkward phase of, here's an amazingly versatile piece of software that has like the ability to customize just about anything, which makes it really cool, but also like there's a lot of detail to it. And which details do you need to fill in to actually make it work? So I had a learning curve like that with the personal brain software. It also allows you to do a whole lot of things. And it's like, what do I actually need to do with this to get the result that I need out of it? So in my case, for the history blueprint using the personal brain software, it is, can I store the artifacts and be able to remember the interconnectivity? Because that's the story. So you have to understand the story, and then you put the elements in the brain, and then you're able to recall the story, right? The other aspect of being able to take information and get things done, that's not necessarily personal brain. So the Notion software it's action oriented. So you have a dashboard and an action center, and here's the things you need to do for work. Here's the things you need to do for home. And there's prioritizations, and there's automatic rollover, and there's due dates, DO dates, when you actually do the thing before it's DUE. Before it's due, you have to make time to do. And that is scheduling your success. And Notion seems to help with that so far. So
I can talk about Notion all day. I'm probably going to play with it right after this. But also got another clip here. Let's see, what do we got? This is from the Q&A afterwards. And let's see what we got here.
I talked to a student that was looking to enroll a couple days ago, and or two students actually, and they'll probably be here maybe next week. They're in Whitehorse, Yukon, way up. When I say up in Canada, it takes 3 days by semi for food from Vancouver to go up to their town. Their town is 35,000 people, kind of in the middle of nowhere. So I asked, what's the gist, the masks, the COVID situation there too, as far as the mentality of people watching TV and being scared out of their wits because they're given contradictory, ever-changing information by people who are the trusted sources, who are actually bought off by the people who are planning and doing the whole thing, right? It'd be like a Batman movie where the mayor is telling you exactly what the Joker is telling them to say. You know, it's that type of comic booky, surreal situation that's out there. However, that seems like a lot of noise. And if we just focus on, all right, well, this is a good, reality check. Where do we want to live? How do we want to live? With whom do we want to survive and surround ourselves with and grow into the future, right? Maybe our setup wasn't set up so realistically, in the big picture. Maybe we've got a little terrarium dependent, submissive mentality where we could build out some skills, maybe become more self-reliant, less like supplicated to the system.
That's the kind of substance you'll get in the question and answers after the lecture. Our lecture lasted probably about 3 hours long. It was really rich. This last week, we talked about unschooling and the system that we were all put through in the public school system, and what that did to us in order for us to understand the situation, to be able to unwind some of the damage that was done to us. That's about it for today, because we have a lot of things brewing in the background. There's going to be some cool announcements coming soon. Autonomy Radio is being worked on. We just got some new tech that we're going to be playing around with. We got new clients coming in. There's some other influencer clients that the team's helping out and really working on some great projects. More courses underway. We got Derek Bros is going to be wrapping up his holistic self-assessment in the coming week in order to clean that up and turn that into a organized bundle of value that we can put out there in the world. And then we got more things cooking. So unless anybody wants to chime in and talk about what their favorite part of last night was, we're going to wrap this show up. Boom. That's it for this week's Do It Live podcast. Join us again next week, wherever you're watching this on. Hit subscribe. Make sure to tune in and reach out to one of us if you're interested in joining Autonomy. You can go to getautonomy.info. Just tell them one of us sent you, and we'll be able to get you in, and you can join in the fun. All right. See you next week.